I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his hearty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Brash, big-headed, busybody. May you be cursed until the end of your days, Herlock Sholmes. I knew it. Mr. Sholmes? Oh, what? What the fuck? Well, don't worry. We're just being trolls about some stuff happening in the game. Nani?
VHS, sir.
Herlock Sholmes? Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded the pavement before me. It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. They started shouting at me. Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard. But I wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting dietary discrimination, devils. This guy's poses are... He reminds me of fucking Speed Racer.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated. Hey.
Reality! Welcome back, dude! Thanks for the 6 months and that 3-month streak. I believe this is the first time we've spoken this year. Happy New Year, dude! Thanks for the 6 months! Cheers, man! Good to see you, Reality. It's been a while. Yeah, dude, it has been. I hope you're doing well, man. Happy fucking New Year, bro. How you doing tonight? That's what she said. Just playing some Ace Attorney. Started up case number 4 tonight. And of course, we're dealing with another murder. Hope all is good on your end, bro. Doing good? Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks for the continued support, man. I really appreciate it. You, clearly had a trying morning yesterday. And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That Herlock Sholmes! It's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English. I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London. Yes, the great detective is really very well known. And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman! Me! This weak, stooped kitten of a man! I wonder what great deduction process led him to his conclusion this time. Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That would be really most unreasonable. The thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in. Of course you were. That's only natural. I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. Fiendish foreign film flamery. Fucking his teeth. Drunk right now? All cheers to that, dude. So is the detective guy the bad guy? No, Herlock Sholmes. We interacted with him in the case number 2. We actually like worked together. But the thing with Herlock Sholmes is how he gets to his deductions. Let's just say we needed to help him kind of fine tune his argument. Like he's very out there in terms of like how he comes to his conclusions. So he's not necessarily the bad guy. He just made a bad call, and he maybe didn't have the right pieces of evidence. So we gotta hop in there and help fine tune some things out. Well, we are in England. We are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English. Good point. But my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. Then the next thing I knew, I was in manacles. And before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Oh dear. I'm afraid that's partly surprising. I'm fine? He's not fine now. So yeah, he has good intentions, Herlock Sholmes, but yeah, his deductions are a little out there. Okay, so he's a dumbass. Got it. I wouldn't say a dumbass, but maybe the bolts and screws are not all quite in there, but he looks like a badass and he's a pretty cool character, so I like him and I like his outfit and his gadgets. Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. You can just call me Naruhodo. And when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough. Yes. All right. Yes, they've really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it. What won't you? Well, why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me? Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself, on a study tour. Student? I have defended a case in the Old Bailey. Only the one, though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Oh, Naruhodo-san. I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. I'm a sort of locum lawyer, I suppose. But that armband! That's the mark of a defense lawyer from our great empire! It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. A keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me. Oh? Who do you mean? The lawyers. All the British defense lawyers. They won't defend me. Goodness, what? Why would you say that? For the same reason as you noted before. When it happened, there was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san. Anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before. In my earshot. Without any compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said. And, of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say, the man doesn't even understand half of what's being said anyway. That's awful. They're wrong! I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it. Couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through. So Seki-san, it's just that... Give me a little time, please. Hmm? I'll do what I can for the time being. What do you mean? We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Yes. Thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. We should be going then, Naruhodo-san. He's about to take a shit. We have a case to prepare for. Aw, thanks, Paula. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I already asked them all the questions. Yes! The symbol of one of our great empire's first-rate lawyers! Which means, of course, you'll stand by my side. You'll defend me. No, sorry, that wasn't why I was showing it to you. Look at them floodgates. Then why else would you show me that? Oops.
Cool.
In hindsight, that probably wasn't the best idea. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can go back to the scene of the crime and actually investigate. So many anime tears. I know, right? Oh shit. What's the Japanese delegation doing here? Oh! Inspector Gregson!
This isn't on the tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware.
Yes, of course! We're here to investigate.
So, you've been to the holding cells then? What do you make of the criminal?
He's not a criminal as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. Well, do what you will. It doesn't bother me. The bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens, and the verdict's a foregone conclusion.
The stone-cold air of rejection. Take heart. London at this time of year is full of stone-cold air. That makes it worse somehow. Is he eating fries out of a newspaper? He is. And it's like an unlimited supply, apparently. Teach me your black magic ways. Scotland Yard. Tell me about Scotland Yard. Tell me about Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
The Yard is the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, ma'am.
Oh! And you know, I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet. It does make them look the part, seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the sense that this is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city. Oh yes! Doesn't he look wonderful?
Being a London Bobby is hard going, I can tell you.
Oh? Really?
First thing in the morning, you know what he does? Goes round and rouses all the laborers on his beat so they can get off to work.
What? He wakes people up?
Yep. Raps on their windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit.
I had no idea. Lul.
The Bobby works for the people of the town. It's just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's the regulation distance.
I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way. Let me see. 20 miles. That's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama. On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far. That was an age-specific way street food carts used to sell, because newspapers were cheaper than paper. Ah, Footlong coming in with the knowledge bomb. That makes sense. Now I need a pocket watch, and I want to eat potato wedges out of a newspaper. Imagine me just like standing outside of a fucking mall, holding a pocket watch with like potato wedges and a fucking like copy of like the LA Times, like lol. They're like, arrest that man. Who let him out of the asylum?
And when it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting all the gas street lamps.
Oh my! And I suppose in between all those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well? And chase after criminals trying to evade the law.
I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly. More alongside, but yes. They're expected to handle those jobs as well. We do have men keeling over from time to time, I admit.
I'd always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. But it's with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo. What? Why me? Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. About the case.
It happened around 5 in the evening, 2 days ago. Just there on that open bit of pavement. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with the blade from behind.
Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in the hospital.
I never said she was a lady. Truth is, unless she comes round pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all.
I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her. Of course.
Here's a map of the local area I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want.
But really? Are you sure?
It's yard policy to give lawyers defending it's yard policy to give lawyers defending suspects the odd bit of information to go on.
I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still.
Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept.
The local map has been entered into the court record.
Cool. In between.
Wow, you do some great fake Brit accent, Sam. Clarina, welcome back to the stream, dude. I'm doing well, man. How about yourself, bro? I did see that you went live after I got off work. How was your stream, dude? How was your stream?
Cheers.
How is he making that pop out of the bag? Disturbing. Did he shove that snack in his ass? I know, dude. He's got never-ending potato wedges that supply from his anus. She just jumps a little. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Clarino. We are playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and currently, well, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. So yeah, it's called the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. The game, the time this takes place is towards the end of the 18th century, and we are an aspiring lawyer, and we just officially became one. And yeah, you start off in Japan, and then we made our way over to London, which is where we are right now. And we are investigating a crime scene where 2 days ago, a woman, or maybe, I don't know exactly how old she was, but she got stabbed in the back while she was walking, maybe home, not sure exactly where. So yeah, right now we're investigating the crime scene and speaking to one of the investigators from Scotland Yard. Late 1800s to early 1900s. Thank you. End of the 19th century, actually, and dawn of the 20th century. Wow, that is interesting. But yeah, I know this game is not really everyone's cup of tea just because there's so much reading. But yeah, no, for me, it's been an absolute blast, dude. Because there are cutscenes that will set up the beginning of the game as well as each of the cases. But besides that, it's pretty much all text. So I'll say if you like visual novels and you like, I guess, murder mysteries or doing investigating, that kind of stuff, I definitely would recommend it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, the reading part is like that's gonna make it or break it for people. I feel like that's the main thing. But yeah, no, I appreciate the compliment, dude. I know anyone that is actually from the UK is like, it's fucking shit, man. But yo, dude, I'm having fun. You know, I'm not trying to go for authenticity. I'm just having fun with it. You know, just trying to put on a good show. You know what I mean? Nice tune, mate. Nice tune, mate.
Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So, who did it, do you think? Not much of a head-scratcher, is it?
Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming not to have seen anyone else around, but just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can be sure that nobody else was present.
Cool.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure.
How?
Because, ma'am, The precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed.
What?
We have two very reliable witnesses, no less.
Ah!
It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see them.
Wait. There were witnesses now? Man, bitch, what the fuck? How do we go from no witnesses to all of a sudden 2 witnesses?
You son of a bitch!
I'm in. Dude, best stream. Even did a quick cooking stream in between 2 games. Started Mass Effect today. Ooh, for the first time. Nice. I started with Mass Effect 2. Loved it. That was pretty much my introduction to BioWare. Like old school BioWare. I like reading games. Also, like streamers that make the funny voices. And guys inserting snacks on their asses again and again. Those fries came out like a magic trick. The never-ending ass fries. Oh, no, but for sure, dude. Hey, I appreciate the continued support and for coming back to support the stream. You know, even though I'm not playing 7 days, that means a lot, dude. Thanks, man. And I'm glad you had the best stream. What did you cook, by the way? Let's ask about these witnesses. Who are these witnesses, Inspector?
A fellow and his wife. And the man's one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all of London. He's a copper from Scotland Yard.
Ah! A policeman? That might change things. And this policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment the woman was attacked?
Lol.
Nothing peculiar about that, ma'am. Now about my never-ending ass fries. I suppose you're right to question that. Part and parcel of being a bobby. Catching them bang in the act and all that.
Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions?
Be my guest. You can ask him what you like. In court tomorrow. Oh. I've no doubt you'll be summoned as a witness. So, that'll give you something to look forward to.
That's that then.
Lol.
He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems. A policeman witnessed the incident? As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed. Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me of that too. Oh, yes, one more thing, Inspector.
What?
The person who led you to the suspect. I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
What are you bringing him up for?
Was it something I said? The color has drained from his cheeks. Tuscan sausage sandwich using nothing but my air fryer. Actually proud to show my air fryer skills live. Ooh, dude, that sounds delish. I definitely am a fan of my sausage. Those ass fries are like huge. I gotta hurt at least a little bit. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, yo, did you take any pictures? Look, on the bright side, when they come out, they're somewhat warm. So I'm swaying. Excuse me, Inspector. Is that gravy on the fries, or is that the case of the good old skid marks?